So the attempt today is, what we're going to attempt to do is to go through what's called the Golden Funnel. The Golden Funnel is actually a book that flashed into my mind after asking in prayer, how do things work? I don't know if anybody asked that before. How do things work in this world? I need to know how it really works. That was me. That's what I wanted to understand, is how did this world work? So what we're about to go over in the very first module here, this will be recorded and posted for the Patreon members, is we're about to go over the Golden Funnel. The Golden Funnel is not a belief system. The Golden Funnel is not a course. It can become a course and will become a course, but the Golden Funnel itself is not a course. The Golden Funnel is not just a book either. Okay? The Golden Funnel is a map of the way energy flows from God to man, to physical. All of the factors in between, so you can understand exactly where you messed up, where it's working, and where to make adjustments. You will, the thing at the end of this, you will know exactly how things work. Precisely how things work at the end of this. The whole point is, let's say you want to have a husband, or you already have a husband and your husband is mean to you and you want your husband to be nice to you. We can find out where in your mental system, from all the way from infinite intelligence to your physical husband talking to you, how does the energy flow from God to becoming your husband to your husband talking to you the way he does? We can figure out how it works. You could also call this the science of miracles if you wanted to, but we're going to name it mental science. Mental science. Okay, so let's talk about the mental science. And let's do it in the form of the Golden Funnel. So here is how the Golden Funnel looks. It's a circle. This represents your mind. Think of the circle and everything in it as your mind. This is the subconscious mind. Now, your subconscious mind is what you know yourself to be. All you are, we could say, is outside of your subconscious mind. All you know yourself to be and all the potential of who you can be is in your subconscious mind. And then you have the infinite one, which is also unified with your subconscious, with who you really are. So let's start here. What does this mean? What this is, you are all subconscious. So the thing they found out about the subconscious mind is this. The subconscious mind is responsible for all behavior. All. Not some, all. As you go through the day today, you will be acting almost completely subconsciously. By habit, you will be acting. When you get in your car to drive today, you will drive subconsciously. You won't be thinking about driving. Your foot is going to hit the gas and the pedal according to what you want to do. If you want to slow down or accelerate, all you're going to do is think about accelerating and your body is going to automatically do it. All you're going to think about is, I want to be safe, or brake at the red light, and your body automatically does it. The light is going to turn green and your foot, you'll notice if you pay attention, will automatically hit the gas and you'll automatically start driving. When you see a red octagon that says STOP in the middle of it, you will slow down and come to a stop or a slow down, and then you will continue to go. You're going to notice these things throughout your day. You're probably doing them right now. You're going to talk to the people in the other cars the same way you talk to people in the cars all the time without even thinking about it. This is all subconscious. Everything you're going to do today is subconscious. What they don't want you to know is that they are planting ideas here for you to do. But let's continue, okay? Oh, good. Thank you. I'm happy that y'all here, by the way. So infinite intelligence flows and is who you are, and who you are is absolute infinite intelligence. The I am, when you say I am, you can call that the I. Happy new day to you. Thank y'all for coming here. The I am, you can say, is the I in you. That I am, when you say I am, is actually infinite intelligence. The quality it's made of is no different. They're the same. The only difference is when the I am passes to becoming your subconscious mind. It's the same, but the subconscious mind has one other factor. So this is the golden funnel. The subconscious mind operates on commands. And which commands? This represents your desire. This represents your desire. This star circle in your subconscious mind represents your desire. So your subconscious mind works on the desires you've developed inside of you. So if this is you, the subconscious mind works on your desires. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you desire to be safe. Everything you believe will make you safe, if that's your dominant desire, you will do. Let's say your desire is to be famous. Anything that will get attention on you so you can feel significant, your subconscious mind will do if the desire is dominantly to be famous. If your dominant desire is to awaken, your subconscious mind will do everything in its power to awaken you. But here's the key. You are already awakening regardless if you want to or not, because of who you actually are is the divine, and you can't become undivine. And therefore, the very basis of who you are and the basic movement of your subconscious mind is to elevate you out of your physical mind, because it's who you really are. But in the meantime, you and your desires determine whichever desire is dominant is the one that you're acting on right now. So we're going to find out how this desire develops in a second. This desire gets dropped into a funnel. The funnel is your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind had to develop before your conscious mind did. Your conscious mind is responsible for choice. This is the faculty that allows you to choose. Now, what goes into this faculty? Your desire is going to get dropped into principles first. Now, a principle is simply something that is absolutely true, regardless if we want it to be true or not. It's the laws of the universe. The two laws that we work with are karma, and we work with a law of attraction. Those are two laws that you work with. The principles that govern all activity are attraction and karma. You can utilize your mind and shape your mind any way you want. We'll show you how to do that and how you actually do that. But your conscious mind, your subconscious mind is working on principle. Now that principle is attached to your why or your reasons. The why, another word for your why is your feelings. Another word for principle is law, universal law. And another word for why is your feelings or your reasons. Okay? Your why or your reasons. Let me pull this closer so I can see it a little bit. It's about as close as it get. Why or feelings. Here's where people go wrong. Your desire dropped into principle and law. It only can come to you by law of attraction and your own karmic action. You cannot bring your desires to you unless you follow the laws that allow them to come to you. What that means is, yes, you have a desire and a presence and a reality of your husband being nice to you and loving you here. But in order for your husband to come to you physically, it has to pass through the laws of the universe and has to align with the laws of the universe. And you have to align yourself with the laws of the universe before what you want can come to you. So you have to give what you want to other people. That means give the attitude that you want to think, that you want to be thought of to other people. For instance, If you want a husband to be nice to you, you have to be happy for women who have men who love her and are nice to her. If you want your husband to come to you, you have to be happy for women whose husbands have come to them. You have to feel good about them. You have to treat them good. Also, you have to find women who don't have husbands and wish they did have husbands if they want them. You have to, in your heart, not just your head, but in your heart, want a companion for all women who want real companionship. And it's pretty much all women, for the most part. You have to desire companionship for those women. It's an attitude you have to have. So that's the law. If you cannot and are not happy for other women who have their husband be happy with them, then you cannot by law get yours. So that's the first part. You have to obey the law for this desire to come to you. By the way, this is the physical manifestation of your desire. They're identical. It's right here. And this is the path to get there. Now, what's the next path? So if you understand, law is already there. You cannot control this. This is not in your control. And this is universal law. And this is personal law. You have to personally align with the universal. Both of them have to be identical. Now, law is there. How do you align with that? The way you align with that is you have a feeling of appreciation. You have a feeling of having it already. You have a reason. The other thing about why, it's your reasons, but definite motives. Without a definite and clear reason you want your husband, which is most likely companionship or love or connection or intimacy or to feel heard, seen, and understood. If you want that, you have to have a dominant motive for that. Even though the laws of the universe are working in your favor for getting your desire, if your feelings are not such that they open you up to receive it, you cannot receive it. If your feelings are in opposition to what desire you want, it can't come through to get to you. This is a filter or a funnel, a filter. Your why or your reasons have to be powerful. And we'll explain why in a second. Now, here's where everybody gets caught up. They ask this question. How? Okay, I got the desire from my husband to be nice to me. The law of attraction is working. I even think about other women and what other women have, and I'm okay with that. My feelings are in alignment, but I don't know how. I don't know how he's supposed to come. There are no good men out there. I actually do have it recorded. If you want this recording, I'm putting it for free in a course on my Patreon. So all you gotta do is click the link. I'm gonna be posting it there. So it is recorded. Thank you for saying that, by the way. Anybody who wants this recording can get it. I'm posting these. I'm actually recording twice. I got one camera here, one camera here. You're welcome. And thank you for being here. So, if you want your husband, here's what everybody starts to ask. And this is what blocks you from getting this to manifest in the physical. Because this is the physical. This is the physical here. Your physical husband can come, but it doesn't mean your physical man will come, because in order for that to happen, you have to it follows a flow. Notice the first thing you have to do is desire a man. Without a desire, a real desire in your subconscious mind for the man and for the husband that's acknowledged, the principle can't work on it. The law of attraction can't work on it. But if you do have that desire, then the law of attraction is working on it. So you don't have to worry about that. Next, if the law of attraction is working on your desire, but your feelings don't match, it won't come to you. Your feelings have to match. Your reasons, you have to have a dominant motive that allows you to focus on it all the time. That's why this section is important, because it will keep you going when you want to quit. This is like power. The why, another way of why is power or fuel. Without power and fuel, you don't stay focused in a way that allows it to come through. It's okay, it's recorded. If y'all coming in late, it's fine, it's recorded. You just have to click the link or go follow up here. It's a group up here. If you can't get to it, direct message me. I'm going to start putting notifications up for y'all. See, but today I came on a little later because I didn't know. If I would have put a notification up for the same time, I might not have made it, so I don't want to lie to you. I'm just coming on in the morning every morning, and I'm going to do my best job to post every day, but I'm not going to be able to promise you, okay, you got me, the same time every day, but it's going to be the morning, and I'm going to do it on a consistent basis. All of this is recorded. And I already wrote a book about this. So I'm going to give you that too. Happy new day. Thank you for coming back. Real student, Afrocentric out here. All right. If you don't have a reason in a feeling state that's in harmony and matching the desire, the dominant desire, it cannot come to you in the physical. Notice the desire and the physical manifestation are identical. Right? It can't come to you unless you have the feeling. Now, let's say you do have the power and you do have the fuel and the universe is bringing it to you and you are in alignment with the universe bringing it to you and your desire is strong and clear. Based on all the books, based on all of the teachers today, you're going to get what you want, right? Here's the problem. This is the biggest thing that holds people back. After doing research on this, I observed people for the last decade who wanted what they wanted and either got it or didn't. I've been paying attention. And this is what I've seen. The number one reason is this: how? The question how? How am I supposed to have my husband? How do you feel? I can't imagine things. We'll talk about that. How am I supposed to have my husband love on me? How am I supposed to get my husband to come to me? I don't even go outside. And I'm not even online. I don't even have a picture on my profile on TikTok. How am I supposed to find somebody? I'm overweight. I'm unattractive. I got a bad attitude. I'm too in my masculine. I haven't been with nobody for a long time. I'm used to being a boss. I can't have somebody telling me what to do. All of these reasons that come to your head. How am I supposed to get my husband to come to me? It's not a lot of men out there. All the good men are gay. All the good men are taken. All right. Y'all hearing this, right? What you're really asking is, how am I supposed to do that? Here's the secret to the whole golden funnel. Here's the secret. The how happens on its own. Cross it out. Oh, so you feeling that? See, you know what I'm talking about. She know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. The how happens on its own. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cut that. And put it in. The how happens on its own. You're going to try to figure out how, and it's going to be wrong because you have no idea how he's going to come. You have no idea. You legitimately do not know how this is going to happen. There is no way in your mind. You don't even have the capability to know. If you did, you would have him, but you don't have him. Here's what ends up happening. I'm going to tell you. As you, by the way, let me go ahead and make this distinction. What parts do you control of this process? Let's figure out what parts you control of this process. I'm going to put an eyeball right here to symbolize what you control. If you want to take any action to make this go faster, you have control of how you study the principles and strengthening your reasons why. This is your ability. You can study the ways that the laws of the universe work, and you can clarify your reasons why, your feelings, and change your feelings. Or you can change the power and fuel your desire has to manifest. That is what you can do. And guess what's going to happen as you increase or stay focused on what you can control? This desire is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where the subconscious mind that your desire lives in will act directly on the how. It will do it through you. It will bring you people, circumstances, events, situations, thoughts, and feelings that bring you closer to your physical manifestation, and you will have no idea how they're coming to you. It will seem like a miracle. Let me give you an example. Everybody has had this experience. I'm gonna use Starbucks. How many of y'all drink Starbucks? How many of y'all drink Starbucks or like Starbucks? Let's talk about how you get Starbucks. First, you want Starbucks. Okay? You want Starbucks. Next, the laws of the universe attract to you thoughts about Starbucks. You feel thirsty or you feel the habit to go and get a Starbucks. You don't even think about it. You just get up and get in the car and go to Starbucks, and then you get Starbucks. You don't even remember going to Starbucks. It's not like you made a plan. Okay? Are you like good coffee? She said Starbucks like good coffee. I see what you're saying. Yeah. All right. But you get what I'm saying here. You just go to Starbucks. You don't even think about it. So you do this every time you're hungry. You do this every time you want to go somewhere. You do this every time you want to love on your kids. You do this every time you drive. You do this every single time. It starts with, it's a desire somewhere to do something for whatever reason. The laws of the universe activate. The reasons why your feelings get active, maybe it's a hungry feeling or a thirsty feeling or a desire to have somebody, some intimacy. And look, if you stay here long enough, you ain't even going to know how you do it, but you're going to get up, you're going to start doing things, and it's going to lead you perfectly to whatever it is you wanted. But the how happens on its own. Now, let's say you tried to figure out the how. Here's the problem. The funnel works this way, y'all. Let me put a green for good, red for bad. All right. The funnel works this way, from the top down. Good. This is how it works. This is good. Here's what most of us try to do. This is wrong. You cannot start with, I want this thing, and then say, how am I supposed to do that? The minute that you ask that, you are now in confusion. Your feelings don't even get an opportunity to grow. The laws of the universe are stuck here on you not having it because you still want it. Your desire may be there, but you're going the wrong way. Your desire is to know how, not for what you want. You saying how. You don't want a how, you want what you want. But since you start the wrong place, which is the physical, And then you say, how am I supposed to get that? How am I supposed to get my husband to come to me? How am I supposed to get the money to come to me? How am I supposed to do that? The fact is, you don't know the answer to that. So if you don't know the answer to that, how are you going to get the feeling and the power and the fuel for it to happen? It's impossible is the answer. And this is what we try to do. And this is why we don't get what we want. Okay? Can y'all see this to be true? How many times have you said, I don't know how I'm supposed to do it, and therefore you quit? Or what you tried to do when you tried to work out, think about when you tried to work out and lose weight. You said, I want to lose weight and have my body be like some way. How am I supposed to do it? I'm going to work out every day. So you chose the how. You said, I'm going to work out every day. Okay, you work out for 3 days. You step on a scale. You gained a pound. You quit. Okay, have anybody experienced this? Has anybody experienced this? You say, I'm not eating no more meat or no more sugar. I'm done. Midway through the day, you accidentally eat a cookie. Okay, how many people have experienced that? What's happening is you're going the wrong way. You tried to do the how before you went into who you truly were, clarify that desire, before you studied your own self and how it really works, before you created the feeling and the power required for your desire to manifest. Before you focused your attention here, you tried to figure out how. And the how happened on its own. God is responsible. Universe is responsible. Spirit is responsible for the how. It's not yours. You don't know how you got to this live today. Okay, you don't even know how. It's like you just popped up. You have no idea how you got here, but this is what you've been looking for. So you've been looking for this, and here you are learning this. How did you get here? Let me tell you how you got here. You wanted it. Whether you knew what you wanted or not, you wanted it. The laws of attraction and the laws of karma brought you here. It was working on you. At the same time that the law of attraction was working on you, you had a feeling. You had a feeling. Yeah, Spirit speaks to us through the language of desire. God speaks to us, which is our conscious mind, through the language of desire. That's how we know what God wants us to do. God speaks to us through the language of our own desire. That's how God speaks to us. Or the universe speaks to us. Law of attraction started. It brought you thoughts and emotions first. And your hands started scrolling. Like normal. It's not like you did anything new. You scroll all the time. But what happened? The how happened on its own and you got here. And now you're getting something that you wanted. You see how this works? This is why the how happens on its own and you don't have to focus on it. If you do focus on it, you won't get what you want. This is the secret. Your desire was on fire and it was building. It's been building. By the way, if you come listen to these lives every morning, we do them. Guess what's going to happen to your desire? It's going to get stronger. Your feeling and your desire are matching. But you can feel the power of your desire the more that you open your feelings up to your desire. The more you open your feelings up to your desire, the more power those desires have to manifest. But this is how it manifests. This is correct. Your God, through who you truly are, plants a desire in your subconscious mind. This is how God communicates to us. That desire vibrates and causes a feeling in your conscious mind, in your being. You start to pay more attention to it. The law of attraction still works and always works and continues to bring you more of the feeling and more thoughts. And you keep feeling it, and you keep feeling it, and you don't know why you feel it, but you keep feeling it. I just keep feeling like I'm supposed to be traveling. I keep feeling like my husband is waiting on me. I keep feeling like I'm made for something greater than this. I just feel like that. You don't know why you feel like that. I just feel like that. That's what I keep feeling. I don't know why I keep feeling that. Or you keep getting visions and pictures at night in your dreams. And you don't know why you keep getting this picture. And it's so vivid. It keeps coming to you. Or you get these voices. The voice. And the voice come up. And you're like, I just know what I hear. I know what I hear. I don't know why. Guess what's happening? This is happening. It's better that you don't know exactly what you want, because a feeling, by the way, look at where feeling is. A feeling desire opens the universe or God up, and to use your subconscious mind to bring you exactly what you want, not what you think you want. Because here's a problem a lot of people have. I want a man who's 6 feet tall, makes 6 figures, is in South Atlanta, has enough funds to do word vomit. You have no idea what you want. You're thinking about how he needs to be. You do not know what he needs to be to make you happy. All you want to do is be extremely, unbelievably happy. Whatever goes with that will come to you. But if you focus here, you'll never get him, or you'll get the wrong person. How many experience that? How many people experience that? Let's answer some of these questions. All right, I'm opening it up for questions. If you got questions about the process, how you do one part, go ahead and ask them right now. So you ask the question, how do I feel my desire? Like I desire something, but I can't seem to picture it. You don't have to picture the desire. It's 3 ways to feel desire. All right, it's 3 ways to feel desire. By the way, take a screenshot of this. I'll pull it up. I got a whiteboard, so I'll erase this. I got this drawn on this other board anyway. All right, let's talk about how do you feel your desire. If you have problems doing visualization, how are you supposed to visualize and see? How are you supposed to visualize and see if you have a problem visualizing? How are you supposed to do that? Okay, let's talk about that. 3 ways to define your desire. You can be like all the gurus online say, who get paid from you, from teaching you how to be rich, but they never been rich. They say you should be very, very specific. This is the first way. Now that is a way you can do it. You can be very, very specific. In my experience, I wrote the person, because I love, and I've loved my whole life. So I always wrote down the girl that I wanted. I used to get the girl exactly on a page. I would get her and I would not want her. She would be nothing like I wanted, but I had exactly what I wrote on the page. So you can be very, very specific. In my experience, you get exactly what you wrote, but you do not get what you want. Okay, so that's first. You can do that though, if you want to. Number 2 is you can be general. This is better than being very, very specific, because it leaves room for God to give you what you actually want, rather than all those specifics that you think you want. Okay, so general desires sound like this. I just wanted a person. This is literally what I said to get Alicia. I'm going to tell you. I said this. I want a girl who I can think about all the time. I think about her all the time. And every time I think about her, I feel good. Ask her. That's exactly what I defined. I defined exactly that. I got it. Okay? That's general. Number 3 would be, I just want a person who makes me feel so good all the time. That's the best. And that is a feeling goal, where you don't have any specifics. Because here's what's going to happen. You will attract the thoughts and the feelings of the specifics if you just feel. You'll get it little by little. But the feeling is just going to bring you to a person who's going to make you feel how you want to feel. What this does is it clears out any of this mental garbage, because as soon as you start thinking too much, you messing it up. You're thinking about how. Remember that how happens on its own? You are interrupting a God process, and you're muddying up the waters, and you putting your messed up thoughts in there. So rather than be specific, in general, the king is feeling. The highest definition is feeling. So you don't have to picture it. You don't need to. You're going to get the feeling that makes you feel the way you want to feel with that person. It's the best way to desire. Good. Thank you for asking that. Good question. Okay, now let me read this. Let go and let God. You hear that? All right, let me read. If so, how do I rid myself of low vibration? Let me go see what else you said up there. My apologies, okay? Did you say something before that? How do you rid yourself of low vibration? It's going to take time. If you're in a low vibration and you cannot attract and you can't stay in a vibration you want to stay in, because you attract what you're feeling all the time. If you can't stay in that feeling, what you have to do is get around people who feel good, because that's the quickest way to change your vibration. You have to just get around people and stay around people who feel good, and even maybe tell some people like, hey, I had a challenge feeling good, and I like you feel so good all the time. I would just want to be around you. It takes some humility to say that, but if you could say that, a person who feel good, they'll love to get you to feel good. Because if you feel good, you want other people to feel good too. Because you already feel good. But if you want somebody else want to feel good, it's like, come on. So I would just get around people who feel good, and then your vibration will raise. Second thing, on the golden funnel, you got that section that says principles. On the golden funnel, you got the section that says principles, right? The principles. You got to study the principles, all right? So study the principles and the laws of the universe, and I got a book list for you. But if you study these every day, promise you, you will start to feel better. You will start to feel better. All right? So I hope that answered your question. Oh, you glad? Perfect timing. Alicia said it. There have been times where I feel like I'm getting close to obtaining my desires, but don't. Where did I go wrong? Good question. That's a good question. You went wrong at one of these points. This is why I like the golden funnel, because that question cannot be answered by a regular book. That can't be answered usually. Even Abraham Hicks, who I love the most, you can't necessarily pinpoint where you messed up when you listen to Abraham Hicks. You're like, I felt like I'm getting close to it, but I didn't get it. What happened? Here's what happened. Either A, first of all, the laws of the universe are working, so we got to cross that out. That's always working. Your desire is there. You know the feeling that you want. Here's the only place you messed up. Number one, you think of yourself a certain way that does not align with the desire. First, you have to be thinking of yourself a certain way that doesn't align with the desire, or you are feeling a way that doesn't align with the desire. And this is what you're doing. You're accidentally thinking about how. This is always the answer. If you want to know where you went wrong, these two are wrapped up in one answer. I'm thinking about how. You, at some point, started to contemplate how this was going to happen, and you got stuck. At some point, you stopped just feeling what you wanted to feel, and the thought of, why is this not coming? You're asking about the how. What time is this supposed to come? That's a how. I don't exactly know how this is supposed to come to me. So what should I do? The asking what to do is a how. Now, I'm a masculine. Masculine love to think about the how because we are very solution oriented. So I'm a masculine. If you are a masculine, and even if you're not a masculine, this is where we always go. But especially a masculine. This is where you went wrong. You asked about how instead of intensifying the feeling. That is where you went wrong. Always 100% is where you went wrong. Why do I feel both disappointed and hopeful regarding what I want to manifest? You are ambivalent to what you want to manifest. So you got a mixed emotion. So if you feel disappointed, and if you said, how do I get rid of disappointment and stay hopeful? Let me read this again. Disappointed and hopeful. Okay. All right, let me answer that. So if you feel disappointed and hopeful, what's going on? When you feel disappointed, you're saying, wow, I'm not getting what I want. I'm not getting what I want. I want it, but I can't have it. That translates to, I want it, but I have no idea how I'm going to get it. I'm sad. It's the same every time. I want it, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get that. That's disappointment. I hope I can get it. Translation. I hope that a how shows up somehow. I don't know the laws of the universe. I'm not absolutely sure it's coming to me. So I have to hope. I hope. When you study this, you don't have to hope. You build it. You become a tactician when you do this. I hope it comes. Even if you're in hope, you realize, I'm in hope. That's my feeling. But all I need to do is study the laws more. Feel my feelings more. Clarify the desire more. And the laws are bringing it to me. I absolutely know that. I'm not even confused at all. Law of attraction works. It attracts everything to me. I just need to know why I want this and what it's going to feel like when I get it. If you do that only, an idea will flash into your head one day and you'll have no idea why, and you'll do it because you want it so badly. You can't think about anything else, and then it'll come into your life. Because when you surrender to how, you end up having what you want. Okay? Good question. Basically, you said you want God to help heal someone I love so we can be together. Okay, you asking about how. You saying, I want God to heal him. First, heal them so I can be together with them. Just feel what it would feel like if you were with them. That's all you need to do. Cut the other part out. Just feel the feelings, because you want a feeling is what you want. You don't know if it's that person or not. You're making a how out of the person. It's that person. You don't know who it is. You don't know what version of that person it is. Maybe they need to go through that. You don't know this. I'm not, and I don't know either. But maybe they need to go through that to change how they think. And then they will want to be with you. Or whatever the case may be. But you got to stop this part. You just want to be with the person who makes you feel how you think the person is going to make you feel. You want them healed. Why do you want them healed? Get the feeling of why you want them healed. That's where this comes in. And hold that feeling and let go of the how, the specifics. You have to let go of this part. This is the obstacle. Hopefully that makes sense. You waiting and a little annoyed with him. If you're waiting, it's a problem, because you when you're waiting, you're not feeling when you're waiting. You like, this needs to happen so I can feel good. That's not the order of how it works. It works this way. You feel good, and then the how happens. Okay? So you can't go the wrong way. You're going up. You say how first. Once I get the how, then I'll feel good. You have to feel good, and then you get the how. Okay? You relaying it to your mother? Oh, that's beautiful. Tell her to, look, this course is free. I'm putting this up. So pretend it has happened and feel it. Not pretend. You can't pretend it has happened, because pretending, you can't trick your subconscious mind. Well, yes, you can. You can trick the subconscious mind, but you can't trick yourself. When you say, I'm pretending that it has happened, it's not going to work. You need to just feel what you would like to feel, and know that the feeling is real and causes a how to come to you. That's what you need to know. So you don't pretend it has happened and feel it. You just feel it. Because if you're feeling it, you are feeling it. The principles or the laws respond to what you feel, and that feeling creates attraction for thoughts, feelings, circumstances, people, and events that match the feeling. That means that the how is happening on its own. That's how it works. Okay? Feel good first. It's always feel good. Okay, you got it. Good point. Good question. These are good questions.
Yeah, they are.
These are real good questions. I'm so happy this recorded. I hope this ain't died yet. Yep, it ain't died. Did it die? No, it ain't died yet. Hey. It's still on. It's still active. I gotta charge my phone after this. Anybody else? Good questions. These good questions. Any other questions about that?
Do you have a question for them so I can DM somebody asking for them?
I don't have one yet. You think of one. I think I get it. I shouldn't focus on winning the lottery, but focus on the feeling it would give me. Exactly. Because why do you want to win the lottery? Why do you want to win a lottery? You want to win a lottery because of what options it's going to give you. Like, I can do so much stuff. Think about that stuff. And don't think about the lottery. You think about the stuff. It's like, oh my God, I feel so good about it. And then just leave it alone. Like, I'm just imagining what that would be like. That would be amazing. Just think about it all the time. Accidentally, it's going to happen. And it's not going to be the lottery, probably. It's going to be something totally different. You're like, damn, this is the real lottery. You're going to realize it. What about fear and how to deal with it? Good question. How to deal with fear. Where does fear come from? Fear comes from a lack of understanding of the laws of the universe. That's where fear comes from. Huh?
I said thinking about the how.
Yes. If you don't understand how it works, which is the laws, your mind is automatically going to do the wrong thing. So fear comes from you not understanding how things work. So you have to understand how it works. If you don't, you will go into fear at some point because you don't know what's going on. And then you will immediately go to what you do all the time, which is first you want something and then you try to think about how. This is going to put you in fear because you have no idea how it's going to happen. Yes, feel relief of all debt being paid. Really, you can boil that down if you want to do a feeling goal and just say, I want to feel relief. I want financial relief. And just feel relief. Like I'm doing right now. I've got the chills because this is how you create the feeling. With your voice and your body. Relief. Thank you, relief. That feeling. If you practice that every morning and night, you don't even have to know what's going to give you the relief, but you will get a major relief. Because that's what you want. I'm glad you found it too. That's a good question about the fear. By the way, I'm following y'all. Any suggested reading, go into the group. We already suggested some readings. I actually need to make that list today. Just go into the group for that. The group we got a book list and we got a website that we building. Alicia actually built it. Shout out to Alicia.
Yeah.
So she built a website right now where we housing all of this. So if you want this is for free. We're getting it organized right now. The whole intention of this is you want to know, let's say you start reading another book. If you look at the golden funnel while you read that book, I promise you're going to see exactly why the book is saying what it says. This book right here, have y'all ever read this book, Think and Grow Rich? What's up, Amy? If you read this book, while you read this book, if you look at this, you'll be like, wow, yeah. Oh, he's explaining the laws right here. Oh, he's explaining that I need to have a dominant motive. That's the desire part. That's the why and the desire. Okay. And you can start studying yourself. All right. Yeah. I come on early pretty much every morning. It should be Feel and Grow Rich. Yeah. That's what it should be. Yes. Good. Read it a sixth time. Yeah, read that a sixth time and then a seventh. But the next time you read that, go slowly and contemplate what you read again. That's going to get you to know it even better. And then once you read it again, teach it out loud to an invisible audience that doesn't exist and listen to their questions. And then answer their questions because it's your brain asking the questions. When you can ask and answer questions in your own head, the information is a part of you. You never forget it. This is how I know all this information. This is all from people who I read. Now, I got my direct experience. My direct experience is the most powerful. But all the books that I read 1,000 books in the first year and a half. Once again, don't do that. It's totally unnecessary. It would have been better if I read a few books very slowly and understood them deeply, I would have got way further ahead. I did that a long time ago. Outwitting the Devil. That was that book, Tom. Yep. I'm trying to find the laws of the universe. Is that on your page? It's not on there yet, but I will be doing it. The laws of the universe, the first part, it's in a book too. I'm gonna give y'all the book for free. I'm gonna give y'all a book for free. It's in this book. It's called the Hermetica, or not Hermetica, but the Kabbalion. So we'll go over that. We'll go over that in the group. I'm doing one video a day. This is the second video in the series. Good questions. I like y'all today. It ain't like I don't like y'all every day. But I like y'all. These real good questions, too. Real good questions.
Well, you can ask about what would keep you from getting your desire.
Okay, yeah. All right. $10 question. Actually, $15 question.
Yeah.
What stops you from getting this desire to happen physically? So, first person to answer get 15. You gotta send me the memo. What stop you? What's the only thing that'll stop you? Shaq, go ahead, DM me. You getting the money. It's the how. Shaq got it right off the bat. It is the how. If you ask how, you will fail. This is what everybody on the internet tell you to do. They're like, this is how, and this is how, and this is how, and this is how, and this is how. It's what makes you fail because you do not know how. Like, okay, think about it. Just think about it practically. I want to make $1 million. I've never done it. How am I supposed to do it? You don't know that answer. You have no idea from where you are how you're supposed to navigate to $1 million. You don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. No one knows the answer. Because this is the reason why. If somebody say, you should do real estate because every rich person has real estate. And then you feel horrible about real estate. You're not going to have the power to keep focusing on it. Because you don't even like it. It's not in alignment with who you really are. That's why this doesn't feel good when you think about real estate. It doesn't feel good. Okay? But if somebody says real estate and you go, wow, I've been thinking about real estate. I love real estate. This is what I've been trying to do. Then you should do it. Because it feels good. You see what I'm saying? It's always about this one right here. Okay? If you ask how, you're done. You don't know the answer. No one knows the answer. Even go ask a wealthy person how they got rich. They'll tell you an answer because they need to just answer it. But they don't know. They all say something different. How y'all saying that this ain't the different things? If it's one how. It isn't one how. Okay? Okay, so what about your faith works? If you do know how do you know what steps to take in faith? It comes to you automatically. So that's a good question though. So this how, if there is a how, it happens in a moment. It's just moment by moment. Like right now, you're on this live. This is how. You understand it? You're on this live right now. This live is how. If you are vibrating the right way and you feel good and you want something and you're on this live, this right now, this live is how. As soon as you get off this live, off the live will be how. Whatever you do next. Don't change a single thing you're doing. Just do everything the same. But change your thoughts. Here's what's going to happen. You can't do the same thing if you change your thoughts. As soon as you change the way you habitually feel, your actions slightly change. You read the book slightly differently. You walk slightly differently. You drive the car slightly differently. Everything's different if your feeling is different. That's why it works. What about losing weight? Isn't the how obvious instead of an instant moment?
Nope,
well,
not how I lost weight.
Alicia done lost some weight, and she literally don't know how she lost weight. She lost weight. Her body getting better and better. Her friends was like, what you doing? Where you been working out? She like, I haven't. I've been eating pizza and burgers. And her body getting better. Okay, I'm just saying. This is true too. I'm not even joking about that. We was at her house. Okay, you DM me? Okay, cool. You about to get that Venmo. Thank you for answering that question. But you don't know how. You just have such a burn to feel a certain way in your body that you'll naturally just start doing the things that make you feel that way in your body. But you got to get the feeling of what you want to feel like in your body, and it needs to obsess you. Like, you need to really want that. That takes time. You can't do that overnight. So this is why you work on this one consistently. What it'll do is flash ideas into your mind. Just do the little things that you get an inkling to do. You might get an inkling like, just go to the park today. And you might go to the park. Like, all right, I don't know why I want to go to the park, but I'll go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. You go to the park, and then you see somebody working out. They look exactly like you. They give you a word of encouragement, not even knowing why. And you go, wow. And that just inspires you to work out the next day. I'm just saying, you have no idea how this is going to happen. Okay? That's why the golden funnel is this is the best system to teach from, because you can pinpoint a specific. That's why I like the golden funnel, because it's not one of those systems where it's like, here's how you do it, but tips and tricks and techniques. It's not that. It's a map. If something is going wrong, you'll automatically know what's going wrong. You are asking how. That is what's wrong. If you cut this out and focus where you can focus, which is study the laws of the universe by studying the correct books and listening to the correct audios and being around the right people, and you strengthen your feelings of why you want it by dream building, by feeling inside what it would be like if it were true, and you just keep not wanting, but feeling it, then you can get sick and tired of not having it, and then the how will activate automatically and you'll do it. You unlock that secret door. I see you. The timing is what stops me. I get disappointed and give up when I try and don't see instant result. Right. That's the how. It's like, when am I supposed to get this? Okay. You're going into details that you have no idea about. You want it to come faster because you feel like you don't have it, and that you feel like you need it in order to feel good. And it needs to come faster because if I don't have it, I can't feel the way I want to feel. So you're messing up already. You're in this phase because you need this thing to manifest in order for you to feel good. It's backwards. There's no way to do it. Is reading books slowly better? Yes. Reading books slowly is superior to reading a book quickly. It's superior. This is what you do when you read a book quickly. You're like, I'm about to get through this because I'm about to get the secret. It's somewhere. The more books I read, the better I get. That's not actually true. How long you read is more important than how quickly you read. That's why it don't matter if you're a slow reader. Actually, if you're a slow reader, it's better. You'll notice, I noticed this. I read more books than other people who were way more successful than me who only read 2 books. I was like, how do you only read 2 books? I read 1,000 and he's more successful than me. It's because the amount of books you read don't matter. I had to learn that the hard way. That's why I tell people, do not read a whole bunch of books. Take a book that is potent. Okay? I mean, it's potent. It's pungent with wisdom. And read a sentence and contemplate the sentence and reword it for yourself and say, what does he mean by that? If I was on his side saying this word in this sentence to somebody else, what is he trying to convey? What is he saying? That is going to make the information yours. You create a new file. When you read a book and you just read the sentence, that's his words. When you reword it for yourself in layman's terms, see, I got to simplify stuff for me. A lot of these books I can't understand until I sit down and go, what is he even talking about? Once I figure out what he's talking about, then I reword it like, oh, what he's saying is, I need to feel good, and that's the main thing I need to do Because the feeling good activates the law of attraction to bring to me what I'm feeling. And I don't need the specifics because the feeling is what I want anyways. That's what he's saying. You reword it. And I'm like, yeah, that's what he means. Now, I just got benefit from saying it out loud again to y'all just now. The more you say it out of your mouth, the more ingrained it gets in your DNA. Words are absolutely energy. Oh, you getting followed. You smart. I need to follow you, Shaq. I know you DM me. We're going to get you that 15. All right, anybody got any other questions? These good questions. Y'all got good questions. Y'all on fire. Y'all are on fire. Hello, hello. Welcome back again, Leela. Anybody else got any questions before we hop off? We come live almost every morning. I can't promise every morning. We've been consistent for 8 days. So I can't promise it all. These are going onto the Patreon, by the way. So if you missed it, see, Leela, if you missed it, it's fine. It's going on the Patreon. Just get a part of the group right here. Click my face where it say Josh and Alicia up here. And just get the information. Again, you can listen to it 7, 8, 9, 10 times. The power is in repetition, repetition, repetition. It sounds so simple when you explain. I appreciate that. Only way it can sound simple is if I made it simple for myself first, right? This is why you listen to people who give you a resonance or a feeling because they know it. They transfer it into you. They live it. That's who I listen to is people who give me that transfer. How do I shift my I am beliefs, who I really am and who I think I am? We'll do that on a whole different episode because that's a whole process. It's the same as this. You desire to be somebody differently.